Hey, what is up, fellow Raiders? This is Vulcan Dan, and in today's Raid Shadow Legends video, we will be talking about this special spider tournament, Rare Champions Only. It will be starting in about 18 hours. But before that, I also want to mention that we do have this guaranteed champion event, 25 Void Shards for Inquisitor Shamel, and you know what that is all about. That is for the Hydra clan boss because he is excellent. Even with the nerf to the deterrence mastery, he is still a great champion to have. But remember, if you are going for, or if you're thinking of going for this event, we are expecting a ×2 void sometime around January 21 if Plarion keeps with the regular schedule. January 21, so that's less than a month away. We are expecting to have a ×2 void there, and it will most likely coincide with the next Fusion champion. So if you're unsure that you will be able to collect enough void shards for that ×2 void, for of course it'll probably be like a champion chase, so you might want to save your void shards. But still, this one is a good thing to do if you really need an Inquisitor Shamel for Hydra clan boss. All right, so let's get to that special spider tournament now. This is a pre-recorded run. I tried out a few teams a while ago to see which one works. Unfortunately, of course, we cannot use any uncommon. So Armiger is out of this team. We just have to use rare champions. So this is the team that worked for me. We have Paragon, Double Cold Heart, a Renegade, and Dilgo. They're all void. And of course, the thing that we want to do here is that we want to have the Heart Seekers of the Cold Hearts, and Renegade is there to decrease the cooldown, and Paragon is there to be the tank. You want to book him. You want to book his A2. Make sure that that is on a 2-turn cooldown, and place the unkillable on himself, because if you set it on auto, he might place it on someone else. So make sure that you manual that. Make sure he places that unkillable on himself. Dilgol is here for the decreased defense. I tried to use War Maiden here, but unfortunately, she's the wrong affinity for Spider 20. So if you want to use War Maiden instead, you might have to go down to Spider 19, which is Force affinity. All right. So this is the run. I'll just let this play out. So this is a pre-recorded run that I did a few minutes ago, and this is the one that succeeded. Unfortunately, this could have been a lot shorter if I just had better gear, and you'll see that in a bit what I mean by that. So Dilgol there plays the decreased defense with his A3. The two Cold Hearts place their Heart Seeker, and of course Paragon will place the unkillable buff on himself. Make sure that you're on top of that he places that unkillable on himself and not on someone else. Renegade is there to decrease the cooldown, and then we're just waiting for the Heart Seekers to come back, which will be in the next turn. All right, so that's basically the whole logic behind this. You want to make sure that Paragon has as low HP as you can, so you can use him at level 30, and you can just give him bare bones gear. I'll show you all of the gear of my champs later on after this run. And this is what I mean by I could have made this a lot shorter if I just had better gear. My Cold Heart has about, if I remember correctly, around 250, 260 crit damage. If I could get that to around 300, then I think this one would be done. But since we are free to play, so this is the reality of course a free to play player. We're missing that few damage right there that could have already ended this fight. But yeah, I didn't want to strip any of my other legendary champs for their good crit damage gear, so this is what we're left with. But maybe you have better gear than I have, so maybe this might work as a 1-minute run for you. But yeah, that's the whole logic behind this one. And now we're just waiting for the Cold Heart's Heart Seeker to come back around, so we're just trying to stay alive until then. All right, but yeah, we're at around 2 minutes and 15 seconds now, but this can be a 1 minute or below 1 minute run with good enough gear. All right. So we're just waiting for the Heart Seekers. One more turn. And I think the Spiderlings here will target other champs other than Paragon, and that is because, of course, their HP is also quite low. So I think I have Paragon at level 40. It's better to have him at level 30. Yes, because of course at level 40 he will have higher HP. So better to keep him at level 30. Make sure he has around, or he has at least 150 speed to make sure that he places that buff on himself before the Spiderlings get a turn. All right, so here's the gear for my champions. I have Dilgol right here. Of course, he has the decreased defense on his A3. It is not a 100% chance to land, but it is a triple hitter, and each hit has a, what is this, 65% chance of placing decreased defense. So I think that's a pretty good chance, even though it is not 100%. And for him, just make sure that he is fast enough to go before your Cold Hearts so that he places that decreased defense before the Cold Hearts do their Heart Seeker, and just have enough accuracy to land his decreased defense. All right. So for the others, of course, we have the Cold Hearts right here. This one is in Reflex, and I have her in 204 speed, 70% crit rate. Of course, you don't need 100% because you get that extra 30% crit rate from the Heartseeker. I have her at 253 crit damage. Again, if you can get that up to 280, 290, maybe 300, but that's I think that's quite end game gear. So for free-to-play players like myself, I just have her at 250. And of course, you need some accuracy to make sure to land that decreased turn meter from your Cold Heart. And my second Cold Heart is in Destroy gear because I use her in the Scaraboss. So she's at 184 speed, 81 crit rate, and 266 crit damage. And again, enough accuracy to land that decreased turn meter. All right. What else do we have? Of course. Oh yeah, the Renegade. Yeah, so for Renegade, don't really have that much gear on her. I didn't even level up her weapon there. So I just needed her to be sturdy enough, and just need her to have some sort of speed to go after the Cold Hearts to do the to decrease the cooldown of their skills. But yeah, you just really need her to stay alive as long as possible. And lastly, of course, we have Paragon right here, and as you can see, I have really crap gear on this guy. Just a weapon, a shield, and boots. And you really just need him to have at least 150 speed to go before the spiders, to make sure that he places that buff on himself so that he becomes unkillable for the entire fight. And that's really all you need from him. Make sure he has as little HP as possible. So I made the mistake of making him level 40. If you have a level 30 Paragon, that's much better, so that he has very, very low HP, so that he becomes the target of the spiders. So yeah, that's really basically all there is to it. And I wish you good luck in the Special Spider Tournament tomorrow. Probably not a lot of players are going for that one, or maybe if they will, they might go for a lower stage, maybe stage 15 or maybe stage 10. But this is one way to finish stage 20, assuming you have the right champions. All right, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.